And now, our feature presentation.
Welcome everybody to the Monday Reviews. I'm Lane Wilkinson, and today we are finally reviewing the Wendy's Mario action figure from 2002. We're going to do like the same criteria, same mentionings, and well, you know what? Let's just go on to the next clip, shall we?
Okay. Cut the original clip. Look, the point is I've been wanting to re-review the Wendy's Mario figure for a very long time, and now that I'm actually able to do it, let's get on to the video. Yeah, I actually bought another Wendy's Mario from an eBay seller, like, I think around a year ago, and this time he was actually sealed, and when he arrived, I actually got a thank you letter saying, "Hope you enjoy Mario. You made my day, Denise." So here is the artwork of what the wrapper came in. This is where all of the toys from the Mario 2002 set came from. And basically, it depicts Mario jumping out of a Game Boy Advance, while you can see the Mario Brothers game on the GBA, or it could be any Mario Advance game, because since every single Mario Advance game has the Mario Brothers game, and it says ages 3 and up. The toy itself actually has its own packaging. This is based off of the Super Mario Advance 2 game, which is pretty accurate for that particular Mario action figure, because that's what he looked like in Super Mario World. And on the back, there's a description that reads, "The Mario fun continues in the newest Game Boy Advance title, Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2. You'll be amazed when you venture onto Dinosaur Island with Mario and Yoshi. Can they defeat the evil Bowser, King of the Koopas? Keep playing to find out," and I already did, and it is one of my favorite 2D Mario games ever. And they also promote the other toys in the set. There's the fully articulated Mario figure, then there's the pullback Mario Kart, and then there's the Mario Advance / Mario Kart Super Circuit like board game. And then there's the Mario Kart Super Circuit, you know, like this game where you basically like spin an area and like the cars will move. And then there's the Mario being chased by a Chain Chomp toy, whatever it's called. And you can see here's the old Wendy's Kids Meal logo and the copyright 2002 Nintendo. In order to open it, the box is perforated, so if you just... as you can see, I already opened it, so basically you would have to let go of the thing and Mario will pop out. See? There we go. Sometimes you have to have like force to do it, so here is Mario out of the box. So here is Mario out of the box, and I just really love this figure. I love this figure a lot. He is based off of the Mario scene from Super Mario Bros. 3 up until Luigi's Mansion, specifically the N64 era design, where he's depicted as being much taller and less chubbier. And yeah, I really like the N64 Mario look. It definitely fits him really nice. Even though he doesn't look exactly like the N64 era Mario, he does resemble it a lot, especially since, you know, like in comparison to this figure compared to that of the Mario 64 in-game model. Articulation, for a fast food toy, he doesn't have a lot of articulation, but he has like decent enough, you know, to call it an action figure. His head rotates, shoulders rotate, and his hips rotate. Though the way they positioned his hips, they're pretty awkward. I mean, like if you're trying to get this guy into like a jumping pose, yeah, that would look pretty strange, but it is a pretty cool toy nevertheless, and definitely worth, you know, getting hundreds of and asking a toy customizer to customize and repaint those said 100 Marios. On the right foot, you can see there's copyright 2002 Nintendo China, and on the left foot, we can see it's toy 1 out of 5, so it is like the #1 toy in the set, I guess. In comparison, here is the Mario Kart 64 action figure released 3 years before the Wendy's Mario figure. And then here's the World of Nintendo, a World Nintendo Mario figure, the one from the Mario Bowser Lava Pack. And you could tell that he is similar in scale. He's taller than the Mario Kart Mario, but he's not as tall as, say, the World of Nintendo Mario. He's kind of like a middle ground, and honestly, he fits perfectly in the World Nintendo line. If you, say, consider that he's a Mario from, say, Super Mario 64, or Mario Kart 64, for that matter, like this guy. The Mario Kart 64 Mario is also based off of the N64 era Mario, even though I think he does a much better job looking like the N64 era Mario. But this one I really like a lot more because of how, I'd say, unique he is. He has a lot of charm to it. This one looks great and looks solely accurate to Mario from that time period. While we are on the subject of Marios, here is a custom made by a toy customizer on YouTube, and it is basically classic Mario, the Mario that we see in Super Mario Bros. And both Super Mario Bros. 2s. This is the base to the Mario figure from 2002, so they're basically identical. And then side by side, here's them with the World of Nintendo Mario. Overall, this is an amazing Mario toy, and I can't recommend him enough. Since he is a kids meal toy at Wendy's, he's definitely dirt cheap to get, depending on if he's sealed or not. And if you're a Mario fan, I definitely recommend getting him. He's a pretty well-made figure. I was about to say plush, but I did stop myself. And overall, he's just very unique and charming looking. So yeah, overall I give Mario either an A- or a B+. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned.
We'll be back with much more fun. Now don't you change that channel, son.
Smile America, say Chuck E. Cheese. Smile America, say Chuck E. Cheese. Food and games and all kinds of creatures. For a taste of pizza and theater. Smile America, say Chuck E. Cheese. You can smile.
Make believe you're in outer space. Throw a party at Chuck E.'s place.
You can smile.
Watch the gang go wild. So much fun you can't help but smile. You can smile.
America, say Chuck E. Cheese. Smile America, say Chuck E. Cheese. Food and games and all kinds of creatures. For a taste of pizza and theater. You can smile America. Smile America. Smile America, say Chuck E. Cheese.
It's Mr. Potato Head and his bucket of parts.
Lots more pieces make a lots more fun.
Mr. Potato Head and his bucket of parts.
Buckets of fun for everyone.
To make a million silly faces, it's the place to start. Put them all together, then take them all apart.
Put them all together, then take them all apart.
It's Mr. Potato Head and his bucket of parts.
Buckets of fun for everyone.
Mr. Potato Head and his bucket of parts, new from Play School.
Oh, Pac-Man, I'm beat.
And I'm hungry.
Thank goodness for new Pac-Man pasta from Chef Boyardee.
New Pac-Man pasta?
Little spaghetti shaped like us.
Delicious.
And because Chef Boyardee's packed with goodness, it's great for when we have to eat and run.
New Pac-Man pasta from Chef Boyardee. With meatballs, without meatballs, or chicken flavor.
Thank goodness for new Pac-Man pasta. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
From Kenner's Star Wars collection, each sold separately, large-sized Darth Vader with his lightsaber. Princess Leia, champion of the Rebel cause, with her defender Luke Skywalker. You can swing him into action on his grappling hook. And load Chewbacca's laser crossbow. Star Wars large-size action figures, up to 15 inches tall and ready for action. Large-sized Darth Vader, Chewbacca, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, each sold separately, new from Kenner.
Everybody's heading for McDonald's land, hurrying and scurrying to beat the band. They're in a happy mood to get that happy food.
Like burger shakes and fries. Delicious apple pie. It's always like a party when you get there.
You're always gonna get a big hello.
That's why everybody's heading for McDonald's land, the happy eating place to go. Everybody's heading for McDonald's land, hurrying and scurrying to beat the band.
They're in a happy mood.
To get that happy food.
Like burgers, shakes, and fries. And luscious apple pie.
It's always like a party when you get there.
You're always gonna get a big hello. That's why everybody's heading for McDonald's land, the happy greeting place, the happy meeting place, the happy eating place to go.
Heidi, 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 ho! Break is over, here's the show.
Today we're going to be having a second look at the Diddy Kong Racing Banjo figure released by Toy Biz back in 1999, and I picked this guy up loose on eBay for $25. I don't have his packaging, but here's what the front of the box looks like, and here's what the back of the box looks like. So here's the figure himself, Banjo, and it feels like a good time to re-review this guy since he is confirmed to be a DLC character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And he's a really nice figure. Definitely looks like the Banjo seen in Diddy Kong Racing and in the Banjo-Kazooie games. Some of the Diddy Kong Racing figures, they only made Diddy Kong, Banjo, and Whiz-Pig. Not as much of characters compared to that of the Mario Kart 64 line that they also did. But Diddy Kong you can get at least loose for cheap. I'm not so sure about Whiz-Pig, but Banjo is extremely expensive. And since he is announced as a fighter in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I'm pretty sure he's going to be even more demanding. And kind of makes sense because this is the only action figure of Banjo. I mean, there was going to be the toy site Mario's World Banjo figure that actually did came in a Kazooie and has a much better sculpt, but that thing did not happen, and I'm not so sure why. Maybe Toy Site was going out of business or something. But aside from that, this is the only figure, like a retail release of Banjo. And he is a pretty nice Banjo, to be honest. I'm not disappointed with it. I love this guy. Articulation-wise, his head rotates, has universal shoulder joints that can go almost anywhere. His hands are actually made of rubber, and they can rotate. You can tell he is rubber when I squish his little fingers, and I like the details on his like his nails. Let's see if the camera will focus. See, I mean, like he has like nails painted black. I really love that detail. Does he rotate? No, he doesn't rotate in the waist. His hips rotate back and forth, and his knees actually rotate, and his ankles only go up and down. And you can see the details in his toes. And on the copyright foot, on the left foot, you can see Marvel Inc. China. Now, in case if you don't know, Toy Biz became Marvel Toys, and I think they focused solely on like the Marvel characters. And you can see on the right foot, we can see copyright 1999 Nintendo. I always thought that the Diddy Kong Racing figures came out in 2000. But no, they came out in 1999. In comparison, here is another Toy Biz figure, the Mario from the Mario Kart 64 line. Came out the same year. And you can see that Banjo is a lot taller than Mario. I'm not so sure if that is the case in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But even with the World and Nintendo figure, even then he is a lot shorter than Banjo, like, in comparison. I'm not so sure the scaling on Mario and Banjo in Smash Bros. Ultimate, but I'm pretty sure it's something similar to that. I mean, I don't really know since, as of me, like, making this video, he has yet to be in Smash Ultimate. But yeah, you can see the comparison. Banjo has a lot more articulation than Mario. I mean, like, he's highly articulated, like for this, like, day and age. I mean, like, he was pretty well ahead of his time. Like, you can really tell, since he goes for, like, frickin' $300 boxed on eBay. So overall, this is an amazing action figure of Banjo. For the only action figure of Banjo, he is very well made, and a pretty good first attempt. I definitely say I recommend him, and if you're very, like, crafty, you could probably make a Kazooie for him and put him on his, like, backpack. So yeah, so he's gonna be pretty expensive to get. Like, I got really lucky when I saw him loose on eBay. He was $25. If you get him boxed, he's like $300 or something, but I definitely recommend getting him if you find him for a really good price. Like, a bonus if he's actually boxed, if you get him for a really cheap price. So yeah, so I give Banjo an A, and please ignore the air conditioner, but I put Banjo on the shelf with Mega Man, Mart, Bendy, and Dr. Wily, as well as some other Nintendo characters. So here's, like, my shelf full of bigger Nintendo characters and some non-Nintendo characters. So thank you for watching.